to manage user passwords from the terminal. So to do that, we're going to hit the Ubuntu key and we're going to type terminal, or we could hit Control-Alt-T and that'll do the same thing. And what I'm going to do here is just use a command called passwd to change a user's password. So you have to use sudo so I can get administrative rights. So sudo passwd, the name of the user. For this, in this case, I'm just going to go ahead and change hruth's password, same guy that we just changed. It's going to ask for my password so I can get those elevated privileges, and now I got to give hruth a password. So I'm going to go ahead and give him that same one I did earlier, cyber 2020 123, cyber 2020 123. And now he has a password. So I could check to see users that do and don't have passwords easily by looking in a certain file. The one I like to look at is sudo cat/etc shadow. I have to do that as a sudo because the etc shadow is a privileged file. When I hit enter, you can see that every user, once we get down to CyberPatriot, in this second blank between these colons, we have some sort of a hash, well, some string of numbers, and that's actually a password hash. So that tells me all these people have them. I can look and see there's a single user here that does not have a password. This rnevin user doesn't have a password because there's nothing right here between these two hash marks. So we can give him a password the same way we did hruth. So sudo passwd rnevin. Gonna have to give him a password, and I'm gonna give him the same one I gave hruth. And it says I misspelled it. So let me try that again. I'll give him another one. And now whenever I cat that etc shadow file again, you can see that hnevin does have a password. So we want to make sure all of our users have a password. And by catting this file, we can easily see the ones that don't. Now up higher, we have some accounts that don't have passwords. And the reason those accounts don't have passwords, they're not meant to be logged in. They usually don't even have a shell assigned to them. You will notice there is one user up at the top that has a password, and that is super important that that user has a password because it's the root user.